2026 Sasce finals is almost done. We're done with the first half. Now sizawuya elanchini for sibuye for Western and Venezuela Chamber of Champs. With me, I've got my panel, Vuyani, Mlide, Emily, and Muzi. Gentlemen, sibonile enseni yonke, mezzo soprano, baritone, and trio. I'm calling our Muzi. Let's start with mezzo soprano.
First and foremost, libhaliwe lecula.
Yeah.
Umfokam Thembu did. Actually, I was just telling you ukuthi ipen yakhe iphucukile.
Yes.
Kakhulu. He recently did a production ekamkabayi in KZN with SA Singers.
Yeah.
And I believe,
yes,
the production was top quality. And these are the productions that we need to unearth and produce, for consumption in the commercial sector.
Yes.
Moving to the category, oh my goodness, such preparation, top quality. I think the winners of today were mezzo soprano. I think wonke number one that we saw today, mezzo soprano.
Yes.
Baritone kube mezzo soprano. Trio kuba mezzo soprano 3. Very well done. Well done. There is really little criticism in that, except what we also spoke about in Dangwa yokuthi, once you know the song and you are comfortable with the song, start interpreting the song with understanding and apply that level of emotion and just place it in the right period and in the right circumstance, so that the audience can move with you, even though there are language barriers within the audience, because it's 9 provinces meeting and we cannot assume everyone in the audience room is Nguni speaking. So with the right type of emotions, you are able to accommodate everyone else who does not necessarily speak the language.
Emily?
Today was tough. The mezzos, they were really, like you said, the interpretation of the text. Whether you understood the language or not, you went with them on that journey. You understood what was happening. You felt it. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Like Pumilanga, Velukanya.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Beautiful music. Today, I'm happy I'm not one of the adjudicators, because they have a tough job to do. Because these kids gave us a performance plus. Yeah, it was incredible. And also, the text is very emotional, but the singers needs to balance well, because others were too emotional that they couldn't finish. They were struggling to finish the song. But it's wiser to give us 50% of this, be well balanced, so that we are the one who are supposed to get emotional.
That is true.
Not more. But honestly, it was beautiful. Beautiful performances.
And sorry, just to complete your thought in terms of our emotions, my understanding of the song is our emotions not ukuthi uyakhala umuntu, but they are hopeful ukuthi when they see isithandwa sakhe. So we cannot sing the song as if ushonile lo muntu. Usaphila lo muntu, and we are hoping ukuthi ngizophinda ngimbone futhi. So placing the right emotions into the song will help interpret the song quite well. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Let me come to you, bass baritone.
Yeah. Oh man, those leporellos. Brilliant job. The piece, it starts, when the overture finishes.
Yes.
This is the opening section. Leporello is outside the house of Commendatore.
Yes.
His master, Don Giovanni, is inside raping Donna Anna. Yeah. So clearly Leporello has been here before. This is not the first, this is not the last time. So he is fed up with what his role is. So we expect the singer Leporello to have more frustration. And most of the guys got the character spot on. Especially the guy from, I'm not sure if it's Northwest or Northern Cape. His character was incredible. Yeah. But vocally it's the arios, it's a part of trio. It's too short.
Yes.
So the adjudicators are going to be extremely picky because I mean you have not much. You only have like two,
That's true.
three
Yeah.
pages. Yeah. But the boys did extremely well.
Yeah, Muzi,
And
you ever thought before coming here?
you uhamba phezu kwamazwi ami actually where we find ourselves lost in translation kanjani as young as they are capable. And let me just backtrack to last year when we were criticizing abantu who were prescribing on music. They did quite well this year to prescribe into that is within range and within scope of young singers. Now we've achieved that. Now the next step is to prescribe music and give teachers homework to research the piece. Because the aria is actually a part of a bigger story. So Melungene on stage wearing that character to portray what is actually happening. Again, emotions need to be placed in the right space. You need to understand where you're coming from the overture. And carry on from the overture to say this is where we are and these are the frustrations that I'm experiencing with my boss and the injustices that he's doing because he was a gigolo basically.
Absolutely.
You know, and we need to see that. It's not, and it's opera buffa. In as much as it's frustrated, but you need to see that comic style and everything, that playfulness and everything. Unama ornaments that some singers displayed that you would have done if umuntu sheli ntombi or appreciate her beauty. But la, it's not really about that. I'm actually quite agitated. Why? Also, he's also frustrated with why is my boss getting the cream of the crop only to misuse it and play it. Whereas me, I'm here a nobleman who's also looking for love, but I can't find that because he's titibala in a way. So,
Emily?
I had so many thoughts while he was talking. Okay, preparation is key in this situation. You could see the ones that had spent time with the text and the synopsis, and you could see the ones that didn't spend as much time. They just took the surface meaning of it. And the ones that really went into the opera and the text and where that aria was coming from, you could almost follow the story from where it was starting. Not confused, like, okay, why is he doing that? Why is he there? And I think it's very important with these young ones. Now the scope for next year's out, they need to start immediately.
100%.
Immediately.
Absolutely.
Not necessarily singing, but technique is also very important, but just absorbing the text, absorbing the storyline, getting into the character, understanding what to do with the character, you know what I'm saying? And then working with the text. Sorry. And then also hand in hand working with the technique. Because a lot of them there's so many places that it would have carried the meaning much better if they breathed in the right places, if they prepared properly for the high notes, if they prepared for the soft notes, you know. All of these things could have been executed better if they had more preparation time.
The guys are saying that song is not starting there. On this one, on this area. Starting somewhere and still Yadrula,
yes. That's true. For our audience, Don Giovanni, I can say it's like a modern, you know, this polygamist.
Jonas.
He's a Jonas. So he's a servant of Jonas. So can you imagine? So to simplify it, he is.
What is the type of voice? Because now I feel Figaro there.
It's best for a bass, or bass baritone.
Okay.
If it's a baritone, it will be a problem for opera because Don Giovanni has the same tessitura. So the character vocally it has to be different. So being a bass on this, it's advantage.
Okay.
Bass baritone. But definitely bass baritone.
And
the importance.
Oh, sorry. Speaking of the character, also let's look at the age. He is slightly older
Yeah.
Don Giovanni, and he's a
Typical
matured
servant,
one.
yeah.
You know, working towards retirement. That time, you need to have that ubaba, basically. Yes, it might be a butler and everything, but sega ubaba.
Yeah.
So it bass baritone, because we must look at Mozart as well. Because as Funi, because Mozart with his writing, he also takes flexibility and everything. And as you said, a bass will give you an advantage with the low registers, you know, and that approach.
Emily, on mezzo, because there are keys that are lighter than others. Does that count when you're adjudicating?
It counts when it boils down to the interpretation. You can have a light voice, but if you are not, how can I say, yesterday we spoke about the texture of the emotion in the sound. Even a light voice can add that texture with the right technique. Not to just sing it like you are singing an oratorio in church, you know. You need to add that depth. And an adjudicator will hear that you tried to emulate that effect through your voice with the voice you were given. But to completely ignore it because you think, oh, my voice is too light, I can't do that. I don't think that's the best approach, especially if you're saying to yourself, I'm a mezzo and I want to sing this piece. Then you need to at least make sure your voice can handle what is expected of the song.
100%.
While we're sitting here, you had a problem with tenors on trio.
Yes, it's very tricky. It would be best if they have like a professional who can train them, because the tenor voice is a very tricky one. It's not natural. So whenever they sing in the passage or F sharp, they need to cover a little bit. Yeah, to have that kind of a bridge. So you could hear most of some where had a crack whenever they approach that passage. Yes. But generally most of them they did incredibly well.
100%.
As a tenor.
Tenor is a very tricky voice. To be honest, it's not one size fits all. And you need, again, teachers that will study the material that they have. And not just to file because we tenor. You're a Motsepe, you're a Verdian, we Donizetti or whatever. Especially we part high registers, you know, the blending of registers is very important. That's where you get exposed, which actually you're not that type of tenor, you know, that can sing in this particular piece or this particular period. So it's very important. And also to introduce a voice and put them down subtly. Ukuthi bangabi demotivated to carry on singing. Because we've got this thing ukuthi as a competition culture, you know, if you don't sing, therefore you're a failure. We need master classes and continuous education to say, no, this is your repertoire. And there's a statistic over 10 years ago, we are only singing 10% of what has been composed. So again, outside of our competitions and outside what has been prescribed, institutions need to go back and schools need to go back and build enough repertoire which every person in the choir gets their chance on stage, so that Umuntu does not feel cheated.
Absolutely.
You know, that type of thing. So it's very important to do a characterization of voices, so that Umuntu oya stage knowing ukuthi uyocula into emfanele, because we don't want to see these kids 20 years down the line abasena career because ujambe ku Mozart waya ku Verdi wana ku Donizetti nangu sesimbona kule ntuzana isichathamia ngapha. That is really disturbing.
Exactly. Anything to add?
You know, on that note, besides being a soloist, I'm also a vocal coach, and it is so important that they get a qualified, and I underline that, qualified vocal trainer to help with the blending of the registers. Because the vocal folds are so thin and so fragile that if you overuse it, you can get blisters, you can even get a cramp in there. And they are still so young. If they sing repertoire that is way over their age, and then you find that now they have to get laser surgery. And now the person can't hit the high notes they used to because now they don't understand what's going on. Their career is finished before it started.
Exactly.
They need to realize that it is so delicate. So delicate. Look, in the choirs, at least you can... You are a lot of you creating a big sound, but as a soloist, it's just you. And to create that projection without pushing, to create the blending of the voices, that needs a qualified trainer.
Absolutely. Yeah, we need professionals. We have them. Yeah, I mean, we have them. Yeah.
And I think speaking of our professionals, we have them, but I think it's time to address.
True.
There's no longer one elephant in the room.
Exactly.
It's a big stadium with a lot of elephants on the seats. And
True.
reason being, it's people filling a void. It's fine. People have filled a void, but can they be equipped? Angithi bayasho nabantu abakholwayo ukuthi God qualifies the unqualified.
Yes.
Most of you kuzibonile ukuthi qualify, but you are not qualified. Learn qualification, guys. Learn the qualification.
We never stop learning.
Exactly. It's high time now. If ngiyazazi ukuthi I'm occupying a CEO position and I do not have the expertise, guys, I'm a library akhona.
Absolutely.
Go read up on
And
people.
you wouldn't get the job.
Exactly.
Yes.
If there was no potential.
Exactly.
Because sometimes we hire a potential. Now, can the potential convert, guys? It's high time black people stop taking us for the
Amen,
right.
Blondau.
We need to do the right thing so that we have elongated careers and futuristic organizations.
Because what happens after national? After
Exactly.
national is international.
Exactly.
And you
Exactly.
and as an artist, you keep on improving,
Growing.
you keep on scaling up.
100%.
So this is like just the tip of the
Of the
iceberg.
iceberg,
Yeah,
there is so much that can be done out of this.
Exactly.
I mean, yesterday one of my reflections was like, I so wish we get to a point where at least between 5 and 10 rows is an auditorium are filled with our scouters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's very sad, Uguti, everything is pointing towards Cape Town, whereas we've got 9 provinces.
Yeah, with
Fully
a lot of
fledged.
talent.
Fully
I know.
fledged
A
provinces.
lot of talent.
Yeah.
But
Yes, I know. I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
so still kusetshenzweni, guys.
Yeah,
Still
yeah,
kusetshenzweni.
yeah.
After today, siyabuya next year.
Sure.
What happens in between?
Sure.
Yeah.
Very important.
Absolutely.
After national, international.
Sure.
Mutual email. So we need scouters, guys. Please come in and check our musicians from because not everyone will go and do.
No, 100%.
True.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
No, I mean, not everyone is going to have an international career.
Exactly,
It's high time
exactly.
we deal with our demographics and our statistics.
True.
So now, does that mean, Guti, now I cannot sing? Population in Gaga. It's in the 60s and the 70s. A million. Abantu abakhona la who can
Exactly.
appreciate this
I know.
talent.